No flash on Azir. No flash on Azir.
Flash Nidalee. We can fight, guys.
Yeah, you guys should try.
I'm arrowing here.
Nice.
Yeah.
No flash.
Nidalee, no flash.
I will TP soon.
Arrow, bro.
I will TP soon. I will TP soon.
Just no flash. She jumped.
Look me. Look Ash, look Ash.
Ash,
No flash.
Cannon's in. Look, Cannon, no flash. We can finish that.
No flash,
Keep fighting.
Trish has flash. Jhin no flash.
Okay.
Raw will die.
Kill Jatt. No flash. We can speed you. I'm moving.
Yo, still chill, okay? Still chill.
Yeah.
If you guys make time, we're gonna ace them, okay? You guys don't have to die.
We're slowly coming.
We're mega.
I think you guys just win.
Yeah, I think we just win.
Then until he
Looking
gets
at Jatt.
coming.
Very easily ult him.
He has flash?
Yeah, he has some. I'm gonna hold
I can reach.
My bad. GG.
There's some boost in there, kind of.
Look, keep fighting, guys.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Look
I have
right.
E in 2.
She has no E. They have nothing.
Yeah, okay. Lily has 1. I have flash stun in 2. I'm gonna flash
Look at me.
Yep, I'm looking. We can maybe end. The
But
first win!
Shopify's back, man.
Shopify! They got their first win.
Let's go.
In the history books just to make that happen, but he's got to survive the game, but he kills Jensen before Spica can get in range.
Free damage from the plants, from the bombs, from the Corky poke, and it results in the situation. Nice catch!
Killer Instinct found Spica on a wall. He's locked down, and Sven is gone. B-Boy in there with the Killer Instinct. The Pyroclasm, the plants, that's a lot of circles. Thank God leads the charge into the front line, and B-Boy gets one. He's winding up the last bullet, and it looks like it's just going to be, this is it! Where were you when Shopify picked up their first series win of the Summer Split? Move on over, Dig Season. It's time for Shopify Summer!
Perfectly like him, yeah.
Just like him.
Yeah, welcome to Waiting Room. We got Kobe. Woo! All right. Hot off that Shopify win.
Yeah.
Hot off that
As
Shopify
much as
win.
Kobe thought it was impossible,
Yeah,
it was
you said they
definitely
weren't gonna win a
possible. It
game.
happened early.
True. They
Yeah.
won a game and then they won another game.
They did.
And then they won a whole series.
You didn't think they could.
Question of the day though, where's Tibbers?
You're sitting.
Can you spot Tibbers?
You're smothering Tibbers.
You're murdering him.
Jatt?
Why are you calling attention to this?
Because Jatt stole my second
Stole?
pillow.
There are 3
That was
pillows.
propping me up.
I was here first,
So I gotta use
I took
Tibbers
2
now.
pillows.
We got
And since you're not resourceful, you didn't grab that free pillow by Emily's chair or any of the pillows from the
I'm
back.
using it to hide my notebook and laptop and stuff.
yeah, she's using that.
This is in use.
Also, they can see the
I'm using
laptop
these.
anyway.
Wait, can they?
Yeah, I just saw it on camera.
I want to chat to know if they think Kobe deserves the second pillow despite being second to the couch.
That's a great question, guys.
Where's your, do you have a birthright to this pillow?
I'm more important, you know?
Wow.
You arrive later, it's like you're arriving late to the party.
So you just get more
So you
stuff.
don't?
Yeah.
You're really wrong on this. Anyway, Shopify. We should talk about how Shopify
We
was able to win, Emily.
All right, Boogie, obviously. Going back to Kobe when he was like, Boogie's coming in, maybe that will do something, when we actually did talk about whether they were going to get one.
It did something.
I think Boogie has given them such a clearer direction early on. Even when he's not just, obviously in the first game, he was just successively diving bot lane.
Non-stop.
And that was really good, but just generally they look so much more well coordinated, especially in the early levels.
Yeah, in mid-game, I thought was going to be the most troubling points in their series. I thought, okay, you have a lead. Can you keep them? And they did a great job. They sat on their vision. They waited for, unfortunately, it was Ven on Senna or someone that was coming in and getting picked off, but I thought they did a great job of being able to keep in position. Game 2 is a little bit more tumultuous with the Pantheon pick, a lot harder in those fights. They found themselves in a deficit, but then Insanity had an incredible performance on Game 2 to back it up. So, like, maybe that's a new tides for Shopify.
I would say 100% so. I'm just happy that we're back to the Shopify that everyone enjoyed. It was Insanity picking some solo queue, like off-meta picks, and then crushing with them. It's so much more fun to watch different picks than Corky, Tristana every single time, even though it's another AD carry. I don't know how much like extra credit we give for just other AD carries in mid lane.
Yeah.
But it's definitely back to like the fun, Shopify. Revan's always talking about how the draft is so much player driven for him, how he wants them to lead the draft as far as the things that they're super comfortable with and going outside the meta that everybody else is playing. So I'm happy to see that.
Even Dark Forest in the chat's just saying, is Boogie a top 3 jungler in the bottom tier team? Which is a layered question. But I think I wouldn't say he's a top 3 jungler, but he's definitely a boost to the team right now.
Yeah, I think we were talking about all-pro earlier.
I would say he's not a top 3. So I would put top 3 as River, Inspired, and Blabber are pretty hard lock for me.
And maybe Umpty. We'll see. Standings, though. Now that no one is winless, it actually gets really interesting. And I also hear we have an update to our playoff tool, which we're going to be looking at. I'm more curious about that 6th place spot now and how much is going to be riding on these remaining games. Now that Shopify actually has FlyQuest, which is hard, and then a 100 Thieves matchup at the end to maybe win another game. What do we want to see here? So we have updated percentages now. Our stats guy was able to get them in there. So Shopify, 28% chance of making playoffs. What would happen if they just beat 100 Thieves? It would move them to a 62% chance of making playoffs. Right? So all can be forgiven towards the end of the split. 6th seed is obviously not the greatest, but that's actually quite interesting. What else?
Here, fill out with the expected results all above that, though.
Okay, so
FlyQuest, Team Liquid.
TL. These are my predictions for today.
Yeah.
Wow, Energy Dig is kind of hard.
It is. That is. And this is, let's just do a disaster scenario for Dignitas, right?
Yeah.
Because Energy, they won last Summer Split. Let's say 100 Thieves wins. Let's give them a 2-0. Not 2-1.
That one's pretty hard, too.
2-1. This one could be anywhere, but I'll just go TL because...
Bias.
C9. I did put C9 number 1 in my power rankings, so I want to be correct. Shopify's improved 2-1 against FlyQuest. TL's going to beat Energy.
Yeah.
Because
and
we're
then
just saying TL's the best
Shopify wins, so we're saying Shopify wins.
They'll do a 2-1, yeah.
And then what's our percentage we're looking at? Oh,
I mean, now it's already at 75.
Yeah.
And then I'm really curious how, who cares about this one? Would this matter at all?
No.
Changes.
Oh,
100%.
They would still make it.
They'd be in.
So Shopify are in.
They got to circle that 100 Thieves matchup.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if they lose that one.
Otherwise, they'll forget that they're playing 100
0.
Thieves.
Damn.
That's incredible.
It is.
I am noticing you're now a little bit Cloud9 biased, though.
Yeah.
You got to change that up.
Nobody else is. I was the only one to put Cloud9 first.
I feel like the chat.
So it's not a new thing.
Power rankings.
It's not a new thing. Yeah.
I'm just saying. I was also the only one to. I'm just saying.
After this split, the closet Cloud9 fans are coming back out.
Yeah, I mean, they had one bad split.
Yeah.
Come on. And then everybody loses faith in them. Cloud9's back.
Oh.
Yeah.
Social media.
Speaking of who's back.
About that. Okay.
Let's hear from last week's MasterCard Player of the Week, Vulcan.
Oh. Vulcan, and congratulations on your week 4 MasterCard Player of the Week.
Thank you.
You've been on a run. Hey, did you expect this one?
I was hoping for it. Yeah, I thought I had like 2 good games on All-Star. I was like everywhere and killing everyone. So, but yeah, you never know. I mean, there was like a bunch of stumps that weekend, so you never know who gets it. But I was glad to get it.
True. There we go. So we got 90 seconds on the clock. Rapid fire question. If there's not a question you want to answer, you can just go next. You ready? Mm-hmm. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. If you had to name change, what would it be?
La Flamme.
Irrational fear.
Next.
Your team has escaped a deserted island, but the raft can only carry 3 members. Who are you leaving? Which 2 members?
The Koreans.
What's your first main?
It was Jax.
Okay. Would you consider yourself a bandwagoner when it comes to teams?
Yeah.
What's your favorite footy team and player?
Footy like soccer?
Yeah.
De Bruyne and Man City.
Okay, there.
Ben Wagner.
There you go. You face Team Liquid next week. 1 word to describe them.
Yeah, Yap.
And who's the weakest link?
On TL?
Yeah.
Umti.
1 buff and 1 nerf. What would you want in a champion? Just a champion out there that you want.
Nerf Yumi, just to make sure she stays down there.
Okay.
And buff Pike.
I like that. Top 3 support players in the league. You can include yourself.
Me, Busio, Core.
Should Quebec be an independent state?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Favorite Olympic event?
Sport, like category?
Yeah.
High perch jumping.
Okay. Last question. We're already out of time. Team Canada versus Team USA in a league match. Who would win?
Canada every time.
Okay, that's all I needed to hear, honestly. And congratulations on the pose. Congratulations on week 4, getting that championship. And are you going for another one?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Thank you,
Pick
guys.
that bad boy up. This is yours.
Congratulations once again to Vulcan. It's crazy how much player of the series has actually varied on Cloud9. Like, they won so many games, and they've had different player of the series every single time. But that's a tangent that just came to my mind because the prompter says we need to talk about Rookie of the Year now. So
amazing segue.
Okay, pillow back to me then.
Yeah, no, I'm surprised you didn't steal the pillows while I was up.
I'm an honorable.
I was really expecting the pillows to be
I'm an honorable
gone.
analyst. Also, I saw a lot of chat were saying we should share the pillow. So you can have like the first 15 minutes.
Wow.
I mean, if I get up again,
Then
yeah, we can swap.
Pillow custody
I'll
over
see
to
how
me.
comfortable Tibbers is to sit on.
What if Tibbers
Jatt,
is
if
more
you have
comfortable? Are
if
you
you're
then
good back
stealing
support, If you're good
Yeah,
back
it's
support,
true. You don't want to mess it up.
then
How's your, how's your back
sit on.
feeling, Kobe?
As far as Rookie of the Year, does anybody still have Sniper on their ballot? Because I do. I mean, the top ones for me up there with Sniper are, of course, Massu. And Massu. I'm actually going to vote for Massu, I'm pretty sure. I think that one's almost locked in for me, but I still really enjoy watching Sniper play, and he's still getting some solo kills. It's just that 100 Thieves, this split, are struggling so much more. I think it is making the race a lot tougher for him, so that's why I think Massu is going to really pull ahead.
Yeah, the consistent growth that Massu's had over the year has been pretty inspirational. Like, the first split wasn't even bad. Like, half of the, like, a good majority of those games, I think he had been consistent. And there were some stinkers, that's true. But then MSI comes through, he has a great performance there, comes back and actually has had consistent performance alongside Busio. So the growth has been there. He has been a top 380 carry in my mind this split. So it would feel really deserved.
Yeah, and I'm glad we're taking the time to talk about Massu because I feel like last week when we had this discussion, it was like Sniper versus Thanatos to kind of hype up that matchup and talk about whether Thanatos could sneak in. But like you said, Raz, he's been like consistently good. And then, I feel like also their bot lane overall has made a lot fewer like 2v2 laning mistakes this split thus far as well. So that's been something they shored up. Yeah. And additionally, when they went to international competition, especially at MSI, he was still performing really well, even as the team was kind of struggling at that tournament. So I think he also acquitted himself really well individually at a time when the rest of the team seemed like it was floundering a bit. And I think he's had a really strong and stable Rookie of the Year performance.
That's the one that did it for me, was the calmness under pressure, and staying focused on the biggest stage.
Well, Massu has one. I'm giving one to Sniper.
Okay, there we go.
Come on. It's covering up his ridiculously flesh-colored
I got one too, actually. If we got the Tippers.
He's already
Everybody's
dead.
got a Tippers.
Him to death. So.
You already killed him.
Yeah, unfortunate.
But yeah, I think the international performances is one of the biggest things. And there have been a lot of games where actually Massu, I voted for player of the series because he was the best player on FlyQuest, and that's saying a lot because that team is loaded with veterans and they're doing quite well. So impressive stuff there. You were a big Thanatos proponent in this rookie race, though. Are you still on that train?
I'm still on that train. Sure, he had a bad game, and I think what's going to get him is the fact that he's had one split over the full year that Massu and Snipers had. But like, his laning stats are really good. The game that he had versus 100 Thieves, where he like takes your blue buff, kills you early levels. I think he's actually really come in and showcased a lot of impact. I've been seeing some Thanatos in the chat, but yes, I think he gets the benefit of being on an amazing team, so the growth is going to be there. A player that I think has kind of been on the bad end of things, bad team and everything, but I think is actually quite impressive, has been Castle. Just as a reminder, like Castle, this is his first real year on a tier 1 region. And he's been playing well in a
lot of top laners you got there, Raz.
Yeah.
Hey,
a lot of top laners.
Listen.
Top laners.
I just got to throw my 2 cents. If we were to cut off Rookie of the Year after Spring Split, Sniper would have won.
Yes.
So he has not been the same in the last 4 weeks. But if he pops off in the next 3, I think he can still win. Because I don't think it's a done deal 100% for Massu, even though I do think Massu is leading.
I agree with that.
We cannot throw out Spring when Sniper was awesome for a year-long reward.
It's also a comparison of like Sniper had these insane highs, right? Like he had so many solo kills, he had so many flashy plays.
Yeah.
And then you talk about me and Kobe talking about Massu, where like he's stable, he's steadily improving. Like he's been really strong, like overall. And I think part of that is 100 Thieves struggling a bit to adjust to the summer meta, in particular, in how they play around their solo laners and what they're drafting. But to your point, if Sniper just ends up popping off on the back half of this split and 100 Thieves can do something in playoffs, maybe, that like changes the sentiment a lot.
Absolutely. Let's check out the schedule for today. Closing out week 5 of the LCS. First up is FlyQuest versus 100 Thieves. It's going to be tough for Sniper going up against Bwipo. Check Bwipo's Twitter if you want to see some somewhat creative.
It's good. It's good.
It was a creative way.
I appreciated it a lot, actually. It was very clever.
Creative way of.
Are we doing no spoilers here, or you don't want to mention
you
the
have to
paternity
go
test?
find it.
I mean, I just want to mention that he's like
You just spoiled it, Kobe.
inferring that he wants to beat up people younger than him. That's in a roundabout way. Anyway, the matchup we've all been waiting for, all split long, whether you want to or not. Quid versus Quad. Quad versus Quid?
Quid. No, I mean Quad. What are you thinking of the mid matchup this week?
I've been playing Corki and Azure, but maybe I will pull out the Azure.
Wait, what?
What? They are strong right now, no?
Oh, sorry. I think I'm seeing things. Anyway, this should be fine. Gonna be an easy win.
Oh yeah, I will win for sure.
What the fuck?
Quad.
I hadn't seen that before.
That was good.
So, we're getting a tablet delivered to us because we have a Quid Quad quiz.
And I'm apparently the drawer.
So I think it's going to be up here, but you have to pick the lines for us on the screen.
You are for sure the best drawer, so you
or
definitely
full
need
screen.
to be
I'm standing up.
Are we all? I'm standing up too.
So
God damn it.
We have to crowdsource how we're going to answer these questions. Emily's going to draw. All of these things are true for either Quid or Quad.
Okay.
And this,
I feel like
Quad,
I don't
Quad
know
45 kills. I'm assuming just Summer.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm assuming the same.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, I don't think 100 Thieves won enough games.
Draw that line
Hometown.
with this butter.
Hometown. How are we supposed to know
You
that?
don't know
no.
where he's
It's on-
from, Kobe?
I think because the first one we put over to Quad, then we go Quid on the second
So you
one.
just,
agree.
wait,
We
you
gotta
just,
balance.
like,
We're going to
you
bounce
just
back. So we're going to
go
split
back
the
and
2 Korean
forth?
only ones.
Yeah.
Well, do we think he's from Kunpo or Daejeon?
Oh my God.
Okay, that's an Emily answer.
I don't know. I was
Because
like,
even
I was like,
picking between
Quid-
those two things.
I
Stick
was
to
like,
the plan.
Quid's
Put
about-
hometown for Quid right there. Day job.
Okay, so we think Quid is from Daejeon?
Yeah,
Just
we
do it.
Yeah.
We
All
for
right.
sure do.
All right. Favorite food, kimchi jjigae.
Do you know this
I feel like
answer?
that's
No, I
everyone.
don't.
I feel like that's everyone.
I like kimchi jjigae.
It's
I'm gonna
Yeah.
go Cassiopeia for Quad just because
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
that's
sure.
a Quad
Yeah,
champ.
that's for sure.
Apparently, he said it in one of your Player of the Week interviews, Raz.
What the hell?
I'm hearing Raz should know this.
Raz
did
should
not
know
answer.
this.
It's gonna be him then,
It's gotta be
he's the
Quid.
only one Player of the
He's
Week.
the only one.
That's fair.
Kimchi jjigae.
Oh, see, I was right.
Smart.
Yeah, we got a hint.
Smart, Jatt. Smart. I like it.
Okay, middle child.
Is
Who-
anyone
who
here a middle
seems
child?
Like,
I'm a middle child.
Okay, who are you more like?
yeah. Are you
Who do
more
you
like Quid
identify
or
with
Quad?
Raz is not like anyone. What kind of question is that? There's nobody like Raz.
Who has middle child energy?
Yeah.
Which one of you
Raz?
is which one of you is the youngest
I think it's Quad.
child?
I don't think Raz has middle child energy.
I have middle child energy. Give it to
And so does Quad, yeah.
Quad
You
is
have to trust the middle child.
Give him middle child, Emily.
All right.
All right, if that one's wrong, that's all on Raz.
Wait, that means then Quid is the youngest child by default.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, we also had the interview where
This also means that we're saying that Quad is from Gunpo.
But he has
Okay,
information.
yeah. Fair enough.
I'm pretty sure it was Quid who said he was the Harry Potter fan.
And he has glasses.
Yes.
Alright.
Is that a lightning bolt scar on his forehead?
You never know. I mean, that's why he's got so much hair. They both do. 29 kills. We
29
already
kills.
gave 45 kills to Quad.
4 solo kills. I feel like Quad has more than 4 solo kills.
I'll give it to Quad.
But the person who has 45 kills also has 29 kills.
True.
It's an exacting number.
Technically,
Kobe. I
yes,
think the solo
Kobe,
kills
you
should
are
be
right.
Quad. I think Quad should have the 4 solo kills.
Okay.
I think it's a trick question.
Really? You think?
I mean, if you think if the group thinks differently.
No, I'm on Quad side.
All right.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
1.9K plus A at 14. I say Quid just because I feel like anytime something happens early, it's definitely around mid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, we're done. Submit. Reveal.
All right, what did we get wrong?
I think we nailed this, personally.
I think.
How are they going to reveal?
I don't know.
Yeah, what is the reveal?
Oh, wow. Wait. Oh, we're close.
All right, we got the hometowns
backwards.
wrong and the
youngest, Raz.
Raz.
Oh,
come on.
Come on.
Where's your middle child energy coming through?
He's not a normal middle child.
Like middle children are usually supposed to feel
Harry Potter fan is Quad.
I thought he gets the least amount of resources. He feels less loved.
All right, let's get out of here.
No.
Nothing to see here. We got some wrong.
Yeah.
All right,
That was my gut.
We're diagnosing Raz's childhood trauma as well, apparently.
I want to see what the middle children in the chat think.
Because I was going to say, like a middle child energy I thought would be more quiet.
We got
exactly.
Raz is not quiet.
You're just forgotten.
Quiet, forgotten, unloved, all the same. How many middle childs do we have in the chat? That's my question.
You're loved, Raz. You're definitely loved.
We love you,
I
Raz.
appreciate that.
We got both the 50-50 flips wrong, which tanked our percentage.
Yeah.
We got like less than half of those right.
Let's
we
move
just
on.
randomly filled all of them.
You got to move forward, Jatt. You can't get stuck in the
We
past.
should have guaranteed 50% by just saying Quad was all of them.
All right.
Anyway.
Did we do worse than 50% total,
I think we did.
I want to talk about this
yes,
because, spoilers, I did the coaches interview today, and Golden Glue actually brought up an interesting point about this meta, that this chart actually shows really well. This is Quad's champ pool.
These are two pictures of Quid, actually.
Quid.
It says Quid up there, Emily.
Wow. I was the first one to make a mistake. Shame. Quid talking about what they could do in spring versus summer. Golden Glue did mention, he was like, it was a lot more open meta. We could throw out a lot of picks that we could either flex in draft or play around very uniquely, whereas this has been hard AD carry kind of meta.
And I think this is similar with River as well and his champ pool, and it's going to follow a similar trend. The jungle and mid lane champions are so closely related, and as you mentioned, the meta has been very different with them. So if we can go over to the River graphic as well. Yes, he is good at Brand, Karthus, and Zyra, but he's not able to take over a lot of these early games like he was in spring with that plethora of champions.
And I think once again, especially for 100 Thieves, it comes down to your jungler playing for your lanes versus your lanes kind of pushing out and playing for these farming picks. When we talk about River's jungle style, he will give up a lot for himself to be able to path very intelligently around his lanes. And being on these strong farming AP champions, which he can still play really well, does not necessarily suit this jungle mid style that characterized 100 Thieves previously.
So I would say, because a lot of people keep bringing up like the AP champions, it is also not just champion meta reasons why 100 Thieves is struggling to me. Like Freak, I would say Freak, we attribute all of the balance changes to Freak.
Every single one.
Our good friend.
It's all his fault or his success.
Yeah, exactly. The balance team, AKA Freak, did directly nerf this strategy that a lot of people associate with River, which is more heavy ganking, by buffing the experience in jungle camps. And I definitely am on the side of River here, where I also really index very heavily, into ganks, but it's just worse because your camps are worth more. So the people who are going to do farming strategies are going to be stronger than they were previously. And then they also did the Faded Ashes, and they also did the rise of all these AP junglers that can speed clear. So those things in tandem, I feel like, has been really rough for 100 Thieves and has just pushed them off of what they had success on so much in spring.
Yeah, meanwhile, Inspire's just been full clearing since the split started. So onwards with that. Emily, you caught up with both coaches ahead of the series today. Let's take a listen.
Hello, I'm here with Nuke Duck and Golden Glue before their match today. So obviously, the first question I have to ask, Quid or Quad?
Quad is, he's a LCK mid laner. Quid is LCK CL mid laner. So it's Quad.
One's the last split's MVP, and one is on a team that's winning. So I think Quid.
Nice. Wow. Excellent acting from both of you, by the way, in the promos for this week. If you guys haven't seen those, check it out. in all seriousness, ingratiating Quad onto this roster has kind of been a target for you guys from the beginning. How much do you think he's improved from week 1 to now?
He's a very good player and he works hard, so I think he was already good and we knew that, but and now he's more comfortable playing with us because we don't really play like, some way we play is a bit different maybe than some like LCK teams. So yeah, integrating, and he also works hard on his English, so it's like it's better now, but it wasn't very hard for us because he's like a very easy person to work with.
What do you think the biggest difference for him has been from LCK teams to you guys, just because you pointed it out?
Maybe in LCK the jungler only plays for him and the laners, and like maybe that's like not the case over here. So he has to like learn maybe for how to like play the map without getting covered all the time, or like yeah, something like creating pressure for the team.
And then for Quid, I know unlocking him last split was a huge part. Split MVP, but also just a massive part of 100 Thieves' success. You guys have been on a slight downturn, so what do you think has been the major opportunity area that you want to work on?
Yeah, I mean, specifically for Quid, I think he was obviously a massive part of our wins last season, and I think this season he's working a lot more on like actually leading the team in the mid-game macro and kind of like helping the overall team play and being a leader rather than just like his own individual play. And I also think the fact that like the mid meta is just 80 carries, a lot of them, they leave a little bit less room to like last split we had like 13 different champions played or something, and now the mid meta is a bit more like conformed. So you know, I think he is just we're trying to find ways to like break out of that meta, and then also like have him lead more mid game.
All right, well, all the best to Quid and Quad and both of you in today's series. Thank you so much for taking the time, and we'll see you on the other side with the game.
So if they're also saying this, then how about don't conform anymore, because they keep losing while they're conforming. It's hard because you're going to be playing against people who are getting the benefits of the farming meta.
Yep.
Yes.
You know? So they're going to get the benefits, but if you're losing trying to conform to that anyway, then don't conform.
But they think they're going to lose even harder if they don't.
But Shopify Rebellion played Jhin mid and Pantheon.
And how's their take to an 80 carry mid?
Yeah.
We're not going to say they won because of the Pantheon, but
yeah, throw that in there.
I agree. I think they should play what they played in spring.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially because other teams won't have practiced against it, so the surprise factor alone will be good. Either way, let's check out the predictions.
All right, let's see if there's any outliers.
Based
Discord,
on the
please.
fact that Golden Glue said those things 20 minutes ago, I don't think they're going to be going back to spring. I think they're going to keep.
Yeah, I think they're going to keep playing.
So I think FlyQuest is going to keep rolling.
But he had Nuke Duck right in front of him, so he didn't want to give anything away to enemy coach.
Don't want to expose his
He was
strats.
actually mind gaming. It was 5-head from Golden Glue. He was leading him down the wrong path right before the draft.
That makes sense. I align with that.
Genius.
Still.
Yeah.
Quick thoughts, Emily?
One small thing that I think they could tweak is actually returning to Senna comps or something in the bot lane that can like contribute more holistically to the whole team, like finding something that's a little bit more comfortable for them. I think could help 100 Thieves out a lot, just because taking away the champion choices of it, they were playing through their solo laners primarily.
And one final thing before we toss to the game, if FlyQuest wins a single game here, they're in playoffs.
Boom!
Keep that in mind. Casters, see you soon.
That's us.
It is.
Have fun!
How do you feel about the mid matchup this week?
I've been playing Croc and Tris, but maybe I will put on my casual.
Wait, what?
What? They're strong right now, no?
Shit, sorry. I guess I'm seeing things. Anyways, I think it'll be a pretty easy matchup, so I think it'll be fine.
Oh yeah, I'll win for sure.
Wait, what the
I will not back down. If you hit me, I'll hit you back.
What season is it right now? Big season.
We're gonna 2-0 them very easily.
He kind of like stole my whole flow.
is Week 5, Day 2 of the LCS Summer Split. Later today, Team Liquid are looking to stay undefeated versus an immortal squad you can never count out, hungry to upset the top of the table. But first, is it Freaky Fly Day or is it Freaky Thieves Day? We'll find out as Quad squares off against Quid in our first series between FlyQuest and 100 Thieves. Hello and what's up, y'all? My name is Mark Rafa-Alexander Arambide. I am joined here by Jatt and Kobe on the caster booth. Boys, got an exciting match for us today.
It is, and I just want to shout out the content teams of 100 Thieves and FlyQuest for both collaborating on the Quid Quad joke. Unbeknownst to us, they did this. We were also doing our own Quid Quad thing, so I just appreciate that we're both memers.
Yeah, we've had a couple of the teams collaborating in different opportunities. We had the Dignitas FlyQuest collaboration for their super hype matchup that happened as well, and then FlyQuest got the better of that one. Let's see if FlyQuest stays undefeated in their hype matchups, because going up against 100 Thieves here, FlyQuest are definitely favored. As has been stated multiple times, FlyQuest also seem like they have a much better handle on this particular meta with AD mids and AP clearing junglers.
Yeah, and they've been on that train since the very start of the split. Even in their first series against Team Liquid, it was inspired power clearing and everyone learning how to play their role and contribute in that way. And I do really want to see, as we get to the 100 Thieves picks, if they actually do pivot off of it, because it's what we've been calling for. It's what Golden Glue said they wouldn't do in the interview right before the game with Nuke Duck, but Kobe says that could have actually just been a mind game, because 100 Thieves really do have their back against the wall. Only one match win so far in this entire summer split.
Yeah, the problem for them is that Sejuani and Vi both banned, so it makes it more difficult.
Yeah.
You could still go with the Maokai, but then you're in a problem where, then you just have River on this tank champion, and River, to me, is really the star player of 100 Thieves. Quid, of course, was very, very good in spring, but hasn't been quite as much up to that level. So I think there's just a lot of weight on River's shoulders. They are going to go with the Zeri for Meech for bottom lane, though. Let me tell you, we had Inspired on last weekend on the show, and he was very critical of the 100 Thieves bottom lane. It's very clear that he thinks this is a weak point for the team, and most people watching the games also definitely agree with that.
I think so as well. And then when you get Massu on the first pick Kalista, even if it's not a champion we see first pick that often, it's something Massu has found a bunch of success with on stage in both the Spring Split and the Spring Split playoffs. We also have an answer to our question with the brand being locked in. They're just sticking with the strong AP junglers with the brand.
And remember, of course, Zeri can easily play top lane in the current meta, can easily play mid lane in the current meta. In fact, excels in the mid lane in the current meta, so not necessarily a Meech champion there. They still could go with more utility bot lane picks if they did want to recognize that as a weaker area of the map for 100 Thieves in their draft. And perhaps go with their old Senna plus Sion or Ornn or Kench or something like that down there.
Yeah, I would say it would be surprising to see Zeri in the top lane, especially for snipers, since he did say to us, hey guys, if you see me on a ranged top laner, it is doomed. I should never touch ranged top laners for a while. More than likely, he'll stick with the bruiser archetype or a tank archetype for his team.
Jhin!
And Jhin! Now, we don't know who's going where. It could be Zeri mid, it could be Jhin bot, but if Quid locks in the Jhin mid after seeing Insanity's performance on it yesterday, I would not be surprised.
I'm willing to place my bet now. My bet is on Zeri mid. I'm all in, okay? I do not think this Jhin is going to be a repeat of Insanity mid Jhin. I think that Zeri mid is quite good right now.
I think so as well, and also...
Are you going to go with the same bet then?
Yeah, I'm agreeing.
Okay, Raafaa?
I kind of want to see Jhin mid from Quid.
Okay, so you're banking on it.
The Jhin Quid, or the Quid Jhin.
But would you rather see Meech Jhin or Meech Zeri?
I think Meech Zeri.
I think Meech on Jhin.
I think Meech Jhin. Because listen, it's all about that conversation of what 100 Thieves was doing right that they haven't been able to replicate in summer. And a lot of that was leaving bot lane the hell alone and then letting them provide utility later in the game. And that's what any type of Jhin lane can give you, because they can do Jhin and some type of CC support, and they'll have all the CC and utility they want from the bottom lane, and then their solo lanes can focus on carrying and doing damage, and the team comp will still make sense. Wow. That's my thoughts.
That makes sense. I still am hoping for another Jhin mid performance, but We've gone through the second round of bans, a couple of support bans targeted towards FlyQuest, whereas the Leona and Camille was answered 200 Thieves. Nautilus is the pickup, though, for Eyla, so that gives some guaranteed lockdown and engage. That's going to pair nicely with something like the Curtain Call from the Jhin, who can start off and initiate a fight, and you can lock down a target. Now, FlyQuest, they have some options. Needed to pick up a support champion. Busio running it back with the Bard. What is going to be the top lane answer? Bwipo. This would be a blind pick.
Do it. Do it. Everyone would be ranged. That would be sick. The balanced team would be hearing a lot from the audience.
Sick, they'd lose to 100 Thieves.
Yeah. Super sick. K'Sante, though, of course, the lock-in up here for the top side. The Generalist. Let's see. No way it's going to be a Teemo lock-in. This is not our show match.
Yeah, Renekton already banned away. Sniper doesn't have a huge plethora of champions that he likes or needs to play in the top lane. The K'Sante takeaway is good, but matching it with Jax is right in his comfort zone.
For the side of FlyQuest, I know that Bwipo tweeted earlier today before the match. He said that, hey guys, I'm going to check in for a paternity test. We'll check in with the results after this series. And, I mean, Bwipo has been pretty clear about how much he wants to ensure that Sniper does not have a successful year, not just for the sake of, you know, maintaining his dominance as a top laner, but also for Rookie of the Year prospects as well, trying to make sure that Massu has the best chance to win it.
Absolutely. Massu has been rock solid so far in the summer split. I do think FlyQuest does have a pretty fragile team comp outside of the K'Sante, so it's really important, actually, that Bwipo has enough gold in this game to be able to play frontline. Otherwise, 100 Thieves is going to be, I think, very effective with anyone Jhin or Nautilus CCs dying. So I'm actually pretty happy with the way 100 Thieves has constructed this team comp, even though they still have the AP jungler for River.
All right, well, we won our bets. The Zeri is mid, locked for sure.
Oh, yeah.
No swapping. I feel like the chances of the other way around, even though there's a lot of hype off of Insanity's mid Jhin, were significantly lower. And I also think that this draft does play more into the way that 100 Thieves had success previously. The biggest problem to me in this matchup for both drafts here is that FlyQuest have winning mid, early, and jungle, with Nidalee and Lucian both having priority. Lucian here over the Zeri, and then Nidalee looking to get some invades and some aggressive plays off here towards Brand early.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready for game one between FlyQuest and 100 Thieves. And right at the beginning, before things get too crazy, we have a fun game for both of you. It's going to be Quid or Quad with Kobe and Jatt. So a little bit of old school flavor from this or that. I'm going to start asking you questions throughout our first game. If we can get our first question up and rolling.
More of a quiz?
Has 3 wins against Faker. Quid or Quad?
Oh, no.
Quad?
Yeah, I'm gonna say Quad.
Correct!
Easy!
All
Nailed
right.
it.
Nice job.
Jatt also just copied my answer, though. Do I get full credit? He gets like half.
I mean, how did you guys do it on this or that? Did you like actually contest each other?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. But if we both said the same thing, we both get full credit. Nice. All right, nailed that one. Back to my point, though, as far as the mid jungle, because that is really pivotal. It's the part of 100 Thieves that you want to be able to rely on and to find success with. But if you're looking at the actual champions, Quad has Lucian, and he's going to have a roaming Bard from bottom lane to come help him out as well, get that mid prio, and then help out Inspired's Nidalee to go for invades. So really going to be tracking that matchup. Of course, if the bottom lane finds priority themselves, and then they don't allow the Bard to really get out of bottom lane as much and affect mid lane, then that could be a huge benefit that Meech and Eyla could actually pay to the rest of the team, though I think that will be quite difficult.
And I always like seeing what Bard does level 1, because if you want to help your mid laner, you'll start with the heals and just leave them in the mid lane for the mid laner to pick up later. Busio started Q and is prioritizing the bot lane. So One, that means he probably wants it for himself, but two, it means he's confident the Quad's going to be able to get push early regardless, and that's actually what we're seeing play out. So, as you mentioned, Kobe, they have the mid-prio early. They're also pretty strong in the bot lane with the Kalista Bard.
And I'm curious if Inspire's going to take an aggressive route after clearing these wolves. He does have the option just full clearing his bot side, but because his mid has push and bot has push, he can try and get into river space on the blue side.
Yeah, I'd definitely be a little bit worried about a Nautilus Jhin collapse because there's so much CC there. And, you know, both teams have wards on the enemy junglers in the top side, so both of them are really tracking the timers here. So it does look like we'll just go with the full clears, but right after that, the fight over that bottom scuttle is going to be very, very interesting.
Yeah, Inspired is the CEO of Full Clear, but with the wave shoving back, it looks like Inspired might actually just forego that bot scuttle and run straight up to top, but it is interesting. He knows how fast River's going to be clearing. They saw both of them. It's literally just going to be evaluating the lanes and deciding if he goes for it.
I mean, Zeri's got pushed back currently, and 100 Thieves bottom lane also already at the tower, but Quad's going in.
That's a lot of damage on the Quid. Hang on. Sniper. One more solo kill. The flash already from Bwipo, and he's chugging the health pod. Sniper. Does he take it? The Pathmaker's not enough! Sniper, first blood!
And the paternity test comes back negative! Bwipo is indeed not Sniper's father. He gets the solo bolo. The Twitter trash talk before game turns around quickly. Oh, man, I love watching Sniper.
Another solo kill. He did the same thing early on against Thanatos when he played him. Here with against Bwipo, really stepping up. Let's watch how he does this. I mean, he just has a big wave stack. Bwipo tries to contest it. Sniper lands the stun and weaves in that one extra auto. And then once the flash happens, Sniper knows that he's going to be able to take him down. Waits out the Q from the Cassante, autos and flashes out. Nicely done.
Sniper. So those Rookie of the Year stocks going up a little bit here. And Golden Glue's popping off for him as well. I like the look over the shoulder towards GM there, towards Jungle Juice for the check-in. Hey, look, we're doing good. We got the first blood. Slight little lead there for 100 Thieves, though. Quite nice. We'll see what Sniper can do with it. Obviously, the early Sheen is a massive, massive buy for Jax always. Looking for those burst trades, get your Grasp proc charged up, and then go with your Sheen attack.
And the wave is pretty bad for Bwipo as well. I can't tell if he managed to actually get it to crash or if Sniper pulled off a freeze, but if it is frozen on the tower, Bwipo has no teleport, he has no flash. He's going to need Inspire to help break it.
It looks like he managed to shove it in.
Oh, okay.
Right there, so it's going to just be going back to mostly neutral.
False alarm.
Yeah, I'll say Quad is doing very well in this mid lane, though, already. A full wave up on Quid, on the Lucian, both opting for call, and Inspire's just full clearing away. So we'll see if Sniper can make more use of that early solo kill onto Bwipo, but otherwise the game seems to be in a pretty stable state.
All right, let's see. Dragon up for the first resets for supports, too. So Nautilus is going to come follow River, and he immediately starts it here. Brand does melt it with the passive, but all of FlyQuest would easily be able to come check. So Busio goes scouting through, and they immediately get right back off of it.
Doesn't seem like FlyQuest will get a chance to really start up the Dragon themselves either, but as long as they deny 100 Thieves from starting it, Grubs is starting in the next 10 seconds, and Inspired is already clearing back towards the top side for it.
Quad as well, really getting the upper hand here. We mentioned the Lucian side of the matchup, pretty beneficial for him, but he's got the early level 6, and he's had constant aggressive trades into Quid, really getting some mid-priority to allow Inspired to traverse the jungle here. That small window just allowed Inspired to take out the control ward, clear away a lot of the vision from 100 Thieves, and that is one of the most important things when you've got a Bard on your team who wants to be roaming around.
Ooh, Eyla's in trouble, flashing away, the Ignite ticking down, one more proc, and it's Busio!
A huge kill there from Massu and Busio. It's the rookies actually popping off in this game early, but we're going to have a grub fight because Sniper's down here and Quad's fighting Quid mid.
Yeah, Quid popped the ulti to get mid-prio, but Busio's already here with a magical journey. Culling comes out from Quad, looking to finish off Quid. He's going to push him off for now. No solo kill for the mid laner, but it's enough to gain priority. Rivers push towards the top side. He's going to call on Sniper to help him out, but it's already 2 grubs going over to the side of FlyQuest, and they're going to get all 3.
I mean, they just can't get in because Busio got the kill and then immediately moved up, so they just had the numbers advantage. It basically invalidated whatever push Sniper would have had in the top lane against Bwipo, and Inspired is just cleanly, efficiently, right back to his jungle as it's respawning.
Yeah, it looks like he won a smite fight too off screen while we were watching that action, because River did invest one of his smite charges too, but no grubs for the side of 100 Thieves. So nicely done there from FlyQuest. Despite the first blood going the side of 100 Thieves earlier on, they're unable to do anything off it, even on the top side of the map, and they get the objectives. Plus, big Busio here with the ignite on Eyla. Massu goes in, even though Eyla tries to flash away, Massu still is able to hit the Q afterwards, and that's enough damage to get him low enough for the ignite tick to finish it off. As you mentioned, Jatt, then he immediately goes mid with the magical journey. Here's a look at the smite fight that we had, and nice combo there from Inspired. He was able to win the smite fight, so they got the kill, they got the smite. Meanwhile, Bwipo up here hasn't dropped anything further after the earlier incident.
Yeah, things are looking pretty good for FlyQuest. The early power there of the Kalista Bard really just catching Eyla off guard, I'd have to say. We have something on screen there?
What's going on?
Yeah, there's a little speck you left there. There's a little dusty speck. I got a note from producers. They're like, there's someone in chat, and they spotted a little dot that was left behind.
You guys couldn't see it, but Kobe reached across Jatt's desk.
Yeah, anyway, now that we have this tool, Dragon is spawning. Make sure to clear that one as well.
Nice.
FlyQuest is in a pretty good spot, and I think a lot of it has to do with this bot lane being able to move around. Like, Bard Kalista isn't necessarily a combo you'd see much of. The Renata Kalista was banned away, but the fact that they have the utility of Bard while still being able to get moves off of their bottom lane is pretty strong. Could very well see a big fight here at Dragon. And the mid prio has been unrelenting here. Quad really dominating this Lucian Zeri matchup against Quid.
Yeah, he's up CS almost 30 as well. So Quid has been struggling, having a hard time. He hasn't gone down in the lane in terms of depth, but not being able to get prio for the mid lane has made it really difficult for River to try and move to the river as well to contest for Dragon. As Busio Massu push Meech and Eyla off, this Dragon should be going over to FlyQuest.
Yeah, I mean, I really like it from FlyQuest. They have the confidence. They go with the Lucian pick. They constantly are able to have these aggressive trades. And we also, at the beginning of the day, we did have that interview where we listened in with JoJo, and he was ranking, his top 3 mid laners, and he had Quad in there instead of Quid. And Raz even did a double take. He was like, huh? What? You mean, you don't mean Quid? And Quad really has impressed as far as the other mid laners in the league as well. So really big props to him, not only with the games on stage that we have seen incorporating into the rest of the team, but also the respect during scrims and stuff that he's gotten.
Oh, another fight top lane though. Bwipo and Sniper going at it.
Sniper. He's going to chase. Hasn't popped the ultimate yet. Another leap strike. There's Grandmaster's Might. One more flash, but Bwipo times it this time. Does not fall. Busio under the tower. Quid is popping both summoner spells, but Quad goes in with pulling. Flashes away before the last turret shot can get in there. Pyroclasm from River, but it doesn't reach Quad for the third proc. Inspired now on the chase and the aggression, but Quid! I don't know how that happened. Maybe it died to a minion auto attack or something, but at least 100 Thieves get one back.
The kill went to Quid after he'd been dead for 10 seconds.
Yeah, Busio got a little lost there by the tower in mid lane. But in the end, it was still another power play from FlyQuest, despite the funny ending.
Yeah, very close solo kill avoidance by Bwipo in the top lane, but we're going to watch this kill one more time, barely tagging him with that Bard ultimate, but then still needing pretty clean execution to finish this off. Quad ends up going deep, knows he has the flash to get out, and then good spacing by Inspired there to not let the brand all bounce to his team. But Bwipo, what are you doing? He gets hit by a turret.
It's Busio. It's Busio. Yeah. He walks into tower range.
Oh, I'm done.
I just ran into tower.
Honestly, we've all been there before.
Oh, they want to get 6 grubs as well. They got 4.
4 is good enough, Got that first smite, and then they don't feel like risking too much more. Look at how they have got Quad on the bottom side of the map, so he's going to split push. I like this. I think bottom turret plates for Lucian are way, way bigger than just getting from 4 grubs up to 6, which only gives you 1 more might. And you don't give really that much to 100 Thieves at all, because this tiny dot damage on towers is fairly meaningless for this composition for 100 Thieves, unless Sniper is going to be able to take off. Regardless, it's going to be a lot more money that they invest here into the Lucian. And I have to say, Quad definitely deserves it with how he has been playing.
2.5 plates just from those 2 grubs alone, if you consider the fact that Eyla and Meech roamed up in order to contest those. So worth it for FlyQuest. And Quad, I want to talk a little bit more about him because he's really been scaling throughout the split as Sniper is again posturing. So I'm going to stand down for a second.
This is like my favorite story for 100 Thieves. And this is like the positive story here is the Sniper versus Bwipo matchup.
Yeah.
For sure. From their perspective, that is what you want to talk about. Full Trinity Force versus a Sheen here. Not even a finished Iceborne Gauntlet. And let me remind you that Trinity Force is more expensive than the Iceborne Gauntlet pretty significantly here. So Sniper, let's see if he can get any more chunks.
Inspired finally making his way up to the top lane. At the very least, he'll be able to heal Bwipo a bit and allow him to shove in to get a clean reset since he's really down items right now and can't hold this wave 1v1.
River's also in the area too. He knows that Bwipo's trying to get this shove in before he can base. He's gonna wait. The Q3 from the knockup brings him into Inspired, but River's here. But can he get in range? Sniper now blocking damage with that counter-strike. The Pyroclasm is unleashed, but he still goes down anyway, and Quad is teleported to the top side as well. Busio looking for the 4-man dive. Now just going to be 3 since Bwipo's already backing, and they don't even need him because Quad finishes him off.
FlyQuest was on top of that one. They knew exactly what needed to be done. They knew River was going to be there to stop the push in, and they just brought more guns. The immediate TP from Quad is the big thing there. I just noticed, actually, he was winning this lane that hard without the combat summoner. Quid's the barrier Zeri. Quad is the TP Lucian, so he's really having a great game here.
Certainly is, and all of FlyQuest able to defend Bwipo this time around. As you mentioned, they brought more to the fight. 100 Thieves, they had the jungler hovering, but you get the extra teleport, you get the roam from your support as well. Everybody on FlyQuest here kind of joining up to defend the top lane honor.
Yeah, and that cannon minion was Sniper's best friend as well. It blocked the original spear. Otherwise, that would have been an even cleaner one-shot. It ends up being exactly the same result, though, with the 2-0.
Yeah, the small things there. I mean, Quad with a little juke there on the Q coming out from Brand.
Yeah.
Doesn't take too much damage from the tower. Definitely have been impressed here. So FlyQuest looking even better than ever.
Yeah, and think of what Quad went through in the offseason with all the Jensen drama, which was valid drama. It was not a good thing for FlyQuest or a good look. And then his first game against APA just solo killed, looks lost. But I feel like you can attribute that to just the pressure of the environment and the situation that he was thrown into. He's really seeming to find his groove here in the last few weeks of LCS, and especially this game so far.
Yeah, as Nukduk as well, the coach had some very kind words for him, talking about him really now melding with the rest of the team and admitting that this team plays a little bit differently than he's kind of expecting, and he gets less hover time, less resources attributed to like defending him and really playing for him. So very, very nice to see. Busio as well, despite the tower shot that he walked into, has been impressive with his roams
otherwise,
and impressive with their ability to win bottom lane as well as then getting out of bottom lane and just blow this game wide open. With Herald mid, that should take the tower.
It looked like he had channeled it, but I'm not sure if he
Oopsies!
into it.
Yeah, if you immediately, never mind here, Sniper.
Sniper is in trouble. Rift Herald does not make the crash. Curtain Call opened up, but canceled by the Tempered Fate. And Inspired now laying down the damage, taking out 2 members from 100 Thieves right from the get-go. Bwipo is teleported in just to assist, but looks like FlyQuest are just fine.
Double kill there for Inspired, even if the Herald fail gave 100 Thieves a false sense of confidence. The turret will live, but the gold lead extends for FlyQuest here. 5,000 now, only 16 minutes into it.
Yeah, this is a pretty dominating performance right now from FlyQuest, which I think it's the perfect time to load up our second question, y'all. Quid or Quad?
Okay.
Here we go. Has played 40 unique champions in their pro career.
Quid.
I'm going to say Quid.
He's played like 10 billion champs just in LCS.
Yeah.
100%.
I wasn't going to even try to gaslight y'all. I was like, yeah,
That's too easy.
It's a pretty convincing argument there.
I mean, just Spring. In Waiting Room, we showed the different champions pools. My favorite part about 100 Thieves then was their versatile champion select. Busio has found River, but The stun doesn't last long enough, and River's able to juke as well on the way out. But that was my favorite part of 100 Thieves back in spring when they were winning so much. They were picking all these unique champions and performing on them. This time around, though, the story has just kind of changed to that one solo kill from Sniper, and you're kind of just holding on to that still in this game.
Yeah. Hey, at least you got it, man. Good job, Sniper.
I almost thought it was going to be a continuation of that spring journey when we saw their first match in the Summer Split. He busted out the Ezreal mid, and it seemed like, oh yeah, no one else was playing this, but we haven't really seen that creativity from the 100 Thieves members at all this split. They are trying something different, at least with the Jhin bot lane, as Meech is trying to hold his own under this tower. But a dredge line from Eyla hits Inspired, no real damage follow-up. The FlyQuest squad is just relentless with this pressure, putting a stranglehold on 100 Thieves.
Yeah, this is really hard for 100 Thieves to deal with. I think the underrated part of FlyQuest this past several weeks has been their overall map play. They're really good at pressuring side lanes. I'd say some of that has to do with Quad just being more comfortable, but when Massu and Busio are more organically winning their lanes as well, they just have more points of pressure to play around. And since they're not relying on Inspired for their early games, he also accrues this experience advantage, which he can then use later in the game to really bully their opponents. So unless they make a big mistake here, they're just really clean with their wave management and how they're moving into the jungle.
Yeah, if we go connect the dots from the beginning of the game, it was basically the entire early game by himself. Quad had mid priority over Quid, constant aggressive trades, and then the bottom lane with the Kalista Bard getting their 2v2 kill and then immediately roaming up to the rest of the lanes. First gank mid, then they had the 4-person gank up towards topside, where they kind of salvaged their one losing area of the map. And now they're looking to take over the entirety of 100 Thieves territory, moving into the jungle. Mid tower is now down. That's the last of the outers. 100 Thieves just trying to scrape anything away out of their jungle before FlyQuest get there.
And the tempered fade right on top of River. He has no flash. Bwipo's getting ready to pathmaker him into a wall, but doesn't quite hit it. All out. He's in the middle of 3 people, and I don't think FlyQuest can really bail him out. So Meech gets a gift wrap present there. 100 Thieves now going to open up the curtain call, looking for Busio. Doesn't have the tempered fate to save him, but Fate's call from Massu will save his support.
Well, keeping the game interesting. Caster curse there about how perfect and clean they are, and then they overcommit inside the jungle. Bwipo was about an auto away from finishing off River there. Quad was not there for what it's worth. He was shoving out that bot lane turret at the tail end of that play. Still a 5,000 gold lead, but a small win there, 400 goals.
Yeah, I think FlyQuest will be able to brush this Bwipo death off like they brushed off the last one.
Yeah.
They're like, it's fine. Just a little bit of gold there as we were getting really deep into the enemy jungle. And their steps kind of remain the same as well, as we're looking at 25 seconds on the next dragon. So you'll get a full reset from them. Quad does, the cooldown on the teleport is up, so he also has teleport ready, so you can just split push on the top side, and then if they decide to join the fight, they can go to try and trap 100 Thieves. But I don't think 100 Thieves will be so risky as to go over for a second dragon. That thing is not going to give you much power at all, and it does pose a lot of risk.
Yeah, the objective bounty would be a nice reward, but there's just no way they can get in there with the way FlyQuest is already positioned in mid lane. So I think the best thing 100 Thieves could hope for is when they are pretty sure FlyQuest is on Drake, just grab some Baron vision. I think a fight is a little over-ambitious.
Yeah, I mean, ideally, they could try and get an objective bounty off of top tower, but I don't think they're going to be able to get that either because, like we said, Quad's got teleport, so they keep him up there.
Nice magical journey from Busio despite the dredge line connecting. Meech taking a lot of damage from Massu and Inspired on the back half of it. 100 Thieves going to be forced to walk away. And with the third dragon live for the taking, this should be FlyQuest.
I mean, you can understand why 100 Thieves actually went for that because it was a temporary 4v3. Lucian was top. Cassante was bot lane. One thing that FlyQuest, when I was talking with Inspired, has been working on doing is actually being more aggressive when they are undermanned. It's something that Team Liquid has been doing better than all the other teams. So in this situation, FlyQuest won that 3v4. And that really slingshots the map open for you when you're not just conceding because you have the numbers disadvantage, but really analyzing before the fight and being on the same page about how strong you really are allows you to accelerate games like this.
All right, at least for 100 Thieves' sake, they do have 2 items on both their AD carries here. They're still behind, but maybe if they can get some numbers, some numbers somewhere and one of those classic surprise plays, and they can try and work their way back into it.
I mean, if River can find a Pyroclasm onto the double marksman, Leandri's Torment will still deal a decent amount of damage. Busio not in trouble, pops the Locket Shield. Make sure that he is still healthy. Tempered Fade looking for Quid, but he skates over the wall. Eyla with re-engage, finds it, and here comes the curtain call, but Eyla is popped, but it's a trade on Inspired. Pyroclasm doing a lot of work on the front line. Busio's in trouble, and he's trying to kite away. Also trying to help Massu as Sniper is giving him the beatdown with that lamppost, and he finds it with the shutdown onto the AD carry. Busio still running away. Quad has joined the fight now, but it doesn't mean anything when that lamppost is doing the counter-strike. And the rest of 100 Thieves find a window to take this tier 1 turret.
That's huge. Objective bounty picked up here for 100 Thieves. Any kills, they will definitely take those. An opportunity to also combo it into an objective. The re-hook where you're talking about, this one they just get the chunk, but it's the one after they dodge this Tempered Fate, and then Eyla decides, you know what, I'm willing to do a one-way trip. I'm Nautilus. It's fine to sacrifice here, and he finds the hook right onto Inspired, and Inspired gets annihilated. Off of that, they are able to get so much extra damage. Meech found a 4th shot into the back line of Busio to keep him low, and Sniper got there first. Sniper getting the shutdown is huge. The Jack split push is a possible way back into the game. Sniper has kind of been the guiding light, the bright spot here for 100 Thieves. Maybe it gets there again. He's now 2 items. Sundered Sky finished on top of his Trinity Force, so hopefully for them, they could split push and get some more objective bounties to really claw their way back in.
And we saw Quid on the player cams there. What we did not see was Quad in the fight or in the player cams. And I think that's why 100 Thieves was able to win that fight, because there was some indecision at the very start there with Quad pushing out the top wave. For as much as we praised him for his growth, they were not on the same page about that fight there, and Quad was absolutely not there. The strongest member on FlyQuest wasn't in that fight, so if 100 Thieves can find those opportunistic, ambitious moments, that's their way back in the game.
And again, I credit Sniper for that, because Sniper was the one up there split pushing against him, and he walked his way down, got there first. So let's keep an eye on the young top laner. Jack's there trying to farm up as well. Bwipo still, though, with the success of the team, has actually retaken gold leads. So everybody on FlyQuest with at least these slight advantages. Some of them with some very major advantages. Mid-jungle, of course.
Trying to lurk on the right side, but he's caught between Meech and another 100 Thieves member. The all-out onto Meech, though, trying to bring him in. Tempered Fate right onto 3. Can they set it up? But Sniper is warding the rest of FlyQuest away from the play, and Massu's in trouble as he gets beat down by Sniper again!
The Baron angle is the Baron angle here. 100 Thieves, they've got 2 kills. They can run straight for it. Possible slingshot into this game. Take a look. Bard, no ultimate. It's
Culling! Quad almost gets Meech, flashes away. Wait!
Damage! No! Who hit Baron? Who hit
Someone
Baron?
aggroed the Baron, and the last tentacle hit him in the face, but now Quad will go down, shut down by Sniper. He is doing everything to save this game.
It still might be a Baron angle. They're going to reset because they are winning a few fights. That save there by Quad. Kobe, I thought for sure that was a 5v3 Baron. Who hit Baron?
All right, observers, we got to investigate. Observers, investigate the Baron, the mystery of the Baron attack.
We have to. Okay, the original play, Bwipo saw the angle because he and Massu were there and they thought they could one-shot him, but 100 Thieves just had everybody behind the wall there, and even with the Bard ult stopping so many of them, Sniper is able to go and finish the kill. And then, this is one of the reasons I love the Jhin pick and all the squishy members, they can chase it down. But now, we're going to find out who hit Baron.
Who's the culprit?
Any bets? River? I think it was River. Had probably started the Baron.
Oh! Wait, I think it was Quid. I think I saw a burst fire. Roll the tape back.
So hard to see.
Roll the tape back.
It was kind of sped up.
Yeah. Someone in chat will tell us. I think someone in chat will slow it down and tell us who hit Baron.
Oh well. Dragon is spawning in the next 30 seconds. It doesn't seem like 100 Thieves are in position to challenge for it. FlyQuest still have control despite some of the swings back. But, I have a quote, as this is what Bwipo regarded earlier. What are you doing, Jatt?
I mean, based on the play today, you never know.
Wait.
Double agent.
Wait. It was Quid's Runons off the ward because he autoed the ward.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the burst fire and the wow. That is insane.
Yeah, he didn't. It's rough because, yeah, he didn't actually auto the Baron, but he did Brunons off of, I think.
And we got a game. It's 2,000 gold. The Nidalee hasn't had a good entrance in any of these fights, and the engage from FlyQuest is pretty lacking. So Eyla's going in once again.
Tempered Fate right onto River. Will they look for him afterwards? Bwipo goes in with the Pathmaker, tries to hold them off. Sniper now holding up the counter-strike. Flash right into the front line. Massu saves Busio, but Bwipo goes down. 5-man advantage now for 100 Thieves. And FlyQuest, they're struggling to get into the River.
Sniper is just 100 Thieves GOAT. Whatever they are paying this kid, double it. This Jax is the hero for this game. FlyQuest, they lose an objective after this pick. This is definitely worse here. 100 Thieves, they get Dragon number 2. They're fighting their way back in. They don't have vision on Baron, but they do use the Scryers.
I mean, perfect Scryers there, immediately understanding that FlyQuest is going to be a little bit desperate. Jax is showing bot, though, so FlyQuest would want to take a fight. Sniper starts on the turret. They're going to at least try and get the Sniper TP here. They're back on Baron.
Yeah.
Bwipo's dead, but he'll be able to TP in when he respawns.
Just like you called, Jatt, as soon as Sniper comes in with the TP, it's an immediate retreat from FlyQuest. And now they'll have a TP advantage on Bwipo if he wants to create pressure on the cross map.
Oh, we're going to get the replay of the ward hit, I think. This will confirm what we said.
Yeah, Runons! It's Runons!
Oh my goodness. That is insane.
And then Meech walks up to it. He's like, what the?
Who did this?
It's hilarious. Okay, remember for that play also, like Quad had invested his flash too, so it actually was an investment from FlyQuest to get that chunk and eventually get the kill. They still have the gold lead, okay? We're getting really hyped for this comeback, but 100 Thieves have a lot of work ahead of them if they actually want to take this game.
I think they're winning now. I think right now 100 Thieves is ahead.
I think Sniper is ahead. So I'm there with you if you're on the Sniper train, because Sniper to me is the way they win this game. He's got 3 items, massive split push, and he has been better at joining the mistakes that FlyQuest have made. I think Bwipo probably has to calm down a little bit. Some of these engages from Bwipo have been a bit too aggressive and allowed 100 Thieves with these counter attacks. And namely, then Sniper shows up and he's able to get a bunch of kills to most of these plays. Even when he was split pushing against Quad, he wasn't even split pushing against Bwipo. He was the one that was there first. So full credit to him and 200 Thieves.
I mean, you see that Nidalee Spear on Nautilus? 100 Thieves definitely winning. The Nidalee Spear did
I'm looking at Nautilus' HP right now.
That's after you got hit by a spear.
Yeah, wait a second. It looks the same.
They might just get this Baron.
They're burning it down super fast. It's already below 3k HP. Inspire cannot get in there. Clean take by 100 Thieves. Now here comes the escape route. Temper Fate already looked up one. Eyla with the depth charge stops Quad in his tracks. Bwipo tries to get in there. He's getting popped. Sniper with the counter strike. Blocks the damage. Bwipo just might make it out alive. Curtain Call tries to find him and he gets it on the second bullet. Sniper advances on the Quad. He tries to dash back. He still's got a flash. Needs to be careful about the counter strike, but doesn't flash it. Sniper lands it and Quad is down. Inspired is locked away. Busio from the Fates Call tries to buy space from Massu, but it ain't gonna work because Masu's on the wrong side of the map. 100 Thieves just ran FlyQuest into the ground.
Yo, Meech is kind of crazy with the Jhin, though, actually. Keep him on Jhin. He's shot one shot down the middle of River. I thought he gave up on trying to snipe Bwipo. And then his next shot at the edge of the ultimate gets him for the last hit there. Huge chase down. 100 Thieves with the Baron, with the return kills too.
4 for 1 and the Baron. You can see they're already pushing the base on the bottom of the screen, and they didn't rush this one. Sniper didn't jump in early. You could tell FlyQuest felt a sense of desperation that if they don't win this fight, they might not have a chance to win this game. Well, and that was the very tail end. Then he keeps them all at bay. Quad tries to flank on the outside, and Sniper, he's just so fed, manages his cooldowns extremely well. Easy jump execute onto Quad at the end of this fight. And then River forcing the stopwatch from Inspired so Sniper can finish yet another kill.
And you're starting to see...
I love Golden Glue's reaction. Is he the most reactive coach that we have? I feel like he is. He's a very invested player when he was a player. I feel like he's definitely the most reactive coach.
But you're starting to see the contrast of emotions on both players' faces. Oh, Meech might be in trouble. Flashing away. Locket shield from Eyla. Keeps Meech alive. He's going to step back.
Bye.
I mean, Inspired goes down. Easy pickup for Quid. Tempered Fate He's going to stop 100 Thieves in their tracks, but Quid is still on the aggressive. Here comes Sniper, lurking around for the flank. It's a trade one back on the quad, and Busio's now low, and here comes Sniper! Bwipo is now caught between 3 and 1. And it's just looking pretty doomed for FlyQuest, as now this Baron buff push from 100 Thieves is going to make it super hard for Bwipo to endure under this second tier turret.
Meech on the Jhin here. He's just sniping everybody. Sniper himself going to finish the game. Not going to wait for the rest of the team.
What a comeback here by 100 Thieves. They were down 5,000 gold. It was 30K to 25K. And look at that slingshot now, 34 minutes in. Sniper, finish the deal, get one more.
Sniper's gonna add one more to his list, maybe. The deadly flourish from the roof. Bwipo's too tanky, but this Nexus ain't 100 Thieves will take game 1 against FlyQuest.
Sniper's the GOAT. Our one story, our guiding light for 100 Thieves from the very beginning. He starts it out with first blood and he ends it at the Nexus, finishing the job versus FlyQuest here.
Rookie of the Year campaign having a strong debate here against FlyQuest for Sniper. Solo killing Bwipo, carrying the game, and also getting a head-to-head victory against Massu. So more importantly, I think for the season of 100 Thieves, getting this first game is huge. If they can close out this series, it's going to do wonders for their playoff chances.
Absolutely. Well, a reminder for everyone at home that Fantasy LCS is happening over on Sleeper. Make sure you lock in your picks and bans for next week's games if you want to top your league. With that, we're going to head on over to the LCS Lounge to break that game 1 down.
What's up, guys? After that game 1, we brought in Huhi. Hello. Thanks for joining us, Huhi. Alongside Emily, of course, we're going to be breaking down the turning point of that game. So let's talk about it, Huhi.
Yeah, so I think this part of the game, Busio started playing a little aggressive. I think it's because Bwipo was coming.
Yeah.
And Jax is bottom. Even, I think Jax does have TP, but I think it doesn't matter. I think their goal was trying to open a fight. So he was trying to bait maybe a little too early.
Yeah.
Still got chunked, and even after this, he still feels confident. So if you play a little bit,
okay, let's play.
Yeah. So even after this, they're still looking for a window because they have a number advantage. And if you pause here, they missed the. Oh,
I'll go back a little bit.
Let's go back a little bit before the hook. So right here, so they missed their engage. I think they're still in a winning position. That's why FlyQuest wants to still kind of fight aggressively. I think the most important thing is Eyla's position. So he's kind of caught. He can always hook out and let Jax get the bot tower for free. And they're kind of in a position where they kind of have to start Nash or kind of react to defend. But he found a really good hook angle here onto the Inspired if you play a little bit.
Let's go for it.
And I think this kind of wins them the fight because if Bwipo blocked it for somehow and Nautilus is hooking in like this, I think 100 Thieves are going to get wiped. But they got the hook on the Inspired and one-shot him and kind of start the fight 4v5. And if you play out the fight, I think it's just yeah, there is no chance for FlyQuest to really win after that. So I thought they played this fight really well. They kind of break open the game and started winning after this point.
I think this was at a 5K gold advantage here for FlyQuest too. They had played this game out really well in the first half. Let's take a look at the 24-minute fight.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you want to fast forward to the 24-minute one, I think this was another one. So that's the thing that opened up the game. Here we go. This is kind of the game breaker, so to speak, and where I think every fight after this, 100 Thieves is in a winning advantage just because of how much damage their team composition does at this point in time over FlyQuest. So you can roll through it.
Play it on through.
Yeah, Bwipo's gonna go in. He's gonna try to get on to Meech, but then Meech is able to get out, and the Bardal actually stops them behind, but it allows Sniper to immediately just get onto Bwipo. And once Bwipo is down, they really have no other frontline options, right? So Meech is untouched in a lot of these fights as well, considering that Bwipo is also one of the only people who can really get on him because he's so far back in the back line a lot of these fights. So it was some pretty good fight setup from 100 Thieves in this game.
Any takeaways for both 100 Thieves or FlyQuest in particular, because they had so much control until they lost it going into the next game?
I mean, I think I like the Kalista pick and also not like it at the same time. I think they should have played way more aggressive on the bot side. They already solo killed 2v2 And I think with that, they should have snowballed with the dragon a lot more.
Yeah.
And I think they didn't do it. So if their game plan is like this, I don't think they should play Kalista. I think they're gonna win ball lane anyway. So give him like a more like of a scaling pick so that he can do something late game. Yeah.
That sounds good to me. All right, I'm interested. I'm sure the fans are as well. We're gonna be heading straight to a break. We're gonna be going straight into game 2 to see if FlyQuest can respond.
Oh, look at this.
No shot.
No, he's got to try again.
You good, dude? They're watching.
Hey, man, chill. I got it.
Yep. Wow. Pulled it off at the end.
Wow.
Not bad.
Not bad, not bad.
Red Bull gives you wings.
I'm hitting both.
When they try to follow up, I ulted Jhin.
Okay, I'm TPing here. I'm TPing
stun.
stun.
I have ult all the time. Yeah. Zeri has already taken part of the deep.
Cool.
I TP now.
Nidalee dead. Can we hit Cassandra?
Yeah, look Cassandra. No flash. I'm gonna go Kalista.
Has flash, okay? He has flash.
Oh, Cassandra 1 HP.
Stay together. Okay, don't troll.
Yeah.
I hook 1 second. Nice.
Cassandra dead. Look Lucian.
Lucian?
Lucian. Yeah, kill Lucian. He has no E2. I have Q. I'm literally dead.
Help.
He's already dead, guys. Yeah.